Hi guys, I have finally figured out a way to record my 3D box album, and this is the first time reveal of this project, and I have made a couple of versions of this with different Prima paper collections. And I say Prima because whenever I made this, I have used the Prima papers. I do not know why I did that. Probably because the structure of this album suits the kit that I have for this. But that being said, I had not. It was difficult for me to figure out a way to shoot this thing, and I'm probably going to change the camera angles a couple of times to capture this entire album. And excuse my the angle of my hands, because they might look weird to you because I'm standing up and I'm trying to maneuver around my lights and tripods and such. So moving on with this project, so let me give you the dimensions of this. This is a 6x6x6 box, and let's see, yes, this is around 6, and it measures 6 inches tall, it's 6 inches wide, and it is 6 inches in depth. So you can see I have a huge architecture scale here with me. And what happens when you open this thing, and let's talk about a little bit of the embellishments before we move on. And you can see I have some mulberry flowers that I added some stickles on them, and I have a Weissenker MDF piece here that I Inca gold, and then I have some metal embellishments for my corners here, and I do have these really beautiful, amazingly heavy handles here, and these are brass. Then I have a little closure here, and then another Weissenker MDF piece with some more flowers and pearls, and I just love how shabby chic this box is. That's the back, and it's pretty plain, and I love these papers. This is the Butterfly collection from Prima, and this has to be one of my most favorite collections to date. And I know I say that about all the collections, but this is beautiful. Just look how shabby chic and pretty this paper is. So I'm not going to make you dizzy anymore by twirling it another single time. I'm just going to unlock this box, and I think I figured out the best way to do this is maybe sideways, and there you go. You can take it all in. So the length of this from here, because I do mean this to be my front facing the viewer or whoever is receiving this box. So the entire length of the album when opened is 2 feet across, and you can see my scale here. My ruler is 1.5 feet. This is 18 inches, and then add 6 inches and you get the 2 feet. So I will flip it around for you guys this way as well, and that's the lid. And I just love that paper. It's got the maps on it and a little fairy on the top. So, and to show you this album better, I'm going to switch the camera angle, but I want you all to see the entire album in its totality. And I'll show you this little box here, and I've forgotten to add my pattern paper down there on the base, but it does have a little box here. And I'll show you this again when I switch the camera angle. Let me just go ahead and do that, and I'll be back. So guys, I'm back, and you can see the top view of the album. And why I chose to call it an album, because it is made of 4 individual sections of albums. And you can see it does look like an explosion box, but it has active binding system and it has interactive pages. So each of the pages are unique and different from each other, and of course it does have the stacked look of an explosion box, but it is multi-fold, it's huge, and generally an explosion box measures this size, a 4x4x4, and this is just the insert of my album here. It can be used with trinkets, and it is super cute. I have a little punched out circle to embellish the front, so I know, because I do have magnets holding this in place, so I do know the orientation of my box, and I intend this to be the front of my album. And I'm going to go and start showing you the pages individually. So to view the pages, you do need to put the box away, and let me put it out of the frame here, and let's start with this page here. And you can see there are tons of room in this. So this one opens up, and I love this fairy, and then this pulls back, and you have a pocket for ATC, and I have apparently misplaced my card somewhere. Anyways, this little guy has seen a couple of workshops and it's been a little battered. So that flips over, and then you have a pocket page, and look at the fairy there. She's so pretty. And then you can pull out the tag, and you can add more things in there, and of course you can add pictures here, although you wouldn't want to cover this up, but this can be used for pictures. You can add pictures here, and then a large room for a photo on the back. This again here is a gatefold flip out for more pictures and journaling. This shuts down, and you can of course add pictures here. You can add Polaroids if you are into those, or you can just slice up your 4x6s, and you can have 2 of them on each of the panels there, and you have another large area for a photo. Up here I have a belly band which has these 2 tags, and you can add pictures and journaling on these as well, and you can tuck additional photographs in that pocket, and you can of course add photos on the side of the box directly as well. And this is the lid, and I've left it quite plain because I wanted it to close relatively easy. So you can use this area for a photo, and or alternatively you can also embellish this, add a pocket wherever the skies are limit. So that's that. And then moving on to the next side. So I hope I am in frame, and let me do it this way, okay? So I have this little fairy here, and you can tuck something behind there, and this opens up, and you have 2 more journaling cards that tuck into this pocket, and you can add journalings here, sentiments, you can add pictures, you can tuck more pictures in there, you can add pictures here, you can add a letter in through that flops back, and you can have a nice room for photograph and for journaling. This opens up the gatefold page, and you have more places to write and add photos. This flips back, and again you have this fairy image here, which can be used as a tuck pocket for more photographs or letters or messages. This I've left fairly plain because the image on here was really beautiful, and you can add photos, and of course the large pocket with tons of room to add more pictures and letters and such, and the back. Here I have a pocket, and just love this paper. This was the favorite paper of, from this collection. I just love this one. So a couple of cutaways from the pattern paper itself, and the images are to die for. I just love this collection. So they tuck in there. You can write on these cards, you can add more pictures, you can tuck things inside the pocket, so on and so forth. So that's section number 2, and then moving on to this one, and let's see how I can show you this, or maybe not. I think I'll go about it this way. So you open this up, sorry, this doesn't open, this is a pocket here, and this is super interactive. So you have this section here which opens. Sorry about that. And then you have a little section here with the pocket. Actually this was closed wrong. This is what the back looks like, this is what the front looks like, and you open this up, and you have this layout that flips down. Here's the interactivity that you see, and then you have a pocket here for more room for pictures and stuff. And look at the real estate on this, the number of photos you can add. And this closes, and the back you've seen, of course. And then this one again flips up, and you have room for more pictures and some more cards and journaling. And the back, look at this beautiful paper, I just love this. And then here you have the fairy, and this flips open, and you can add 2 pictures. And then this lifts up, and then this opens, and you can add more photographs. And then there I have seemed to lost my tag, and there is a large pocket here for a tag as well. So I left this pretty plain. I just wanted to highlight this beautiful fairy. So this card tucks in like so, and that's that. And the last one, I have a little pocket here, and the back is fairly plain, so you can add pictures, and seems to be something sticking out. And then this is again room for photos, and I do need to show you it this way. So this one goes on like so, and this opens up, and you have tons of room here for photos and for journaling. And look at the beautiful papers. This closes up, and you can add more pictures on here as well. That closes up, and that opens, and you have an open flap like that for more cards and photos and journaling. And lastly, I have a little waterfall page here for extra photos. And I really hope I didn't get my head in the frame. But that's it with this 3D album, and I hope you guys like this project of mine. If you did, do like and do share it on your Facebook or Instagram. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you really like my project and my work. Thank you so much for viewing this. Do come back again. Bye bye.